Welcome to the Friends and Rivals podcast.
Let's talk Devils and Islanders, let's talk Penguins and Rangers, but let's not talk about Flyers, cause they're a bunch of fucks, which no one can deny, which no one can deny.
The band has begun. Pennsylvania Hope. Pick up your partner and join in the fun. Pennsylvania Hope. It started.
Happy Groundhog's Day, everybody. I was too late to ask Steve for the clip, so I just did it.
So
everybody's upset that this oversized rat saw its shadow.
I was gonna say, what did it say?
It saw its shadow, which is supposed to be 6 more weeks of winter. But the little fucking thing is right 37% of the time. So I think we should be happy that he saw his shadow. Because that means there's a 70-something% accuracy that it's going to be in early spring.
Well, how do they find that he's right 37% of the time? I thought it was bullshit 100% of the time.
Well, they base it off of degrees, daily temperatures above 40 degrees.
Okay.
Between now and then.
Can I ask you a question? When was the last time your thermostat hit 40 degrees outside temp?
Oh, not too long ago, really. Before the big storm, but in January, definitely in January, at least 1 or 2 days.
It's February.
Yeah, it's the February 2nd. It's the second fucking day of the month. If I say a couple of fucking weeks, it just takes us to the middle of January.
Listen, all I'm saying is happy Black History Month.
Thank you.
So my journey to find the best chocolate cream pie, I thought was going to just hit the pinnacle this past week when we were told that the Village Inn in Florida had the absolute best chocolate cream pie, and they lied. It was not. It tasted mass produced. It tasted freezer burned. It wasn't good, and that was the highest rated place that they told us to go. Picture the Village Inn as like an IHOP in the South, basically. It. Yeah.
Well, and who told you that this was the best? It was Floridians. I mean, you're going to trust them?
Yeah. yes. They know the lay of the land around here.
Yeah, but they don't know the food.
Best in the area.
Chocolate cream pie, bro. It's chocolate cream pie. So we went on to Facebook and found a couple of bakeries with private chefs who are going to make it. So this Friday, I have another chocolate cream pie coming from a private baker. So my hopes are through the freaking roof right now. Through the roof. The Reese's peanut butter cup pie at the Village Inn, far superior than a lot of desserts on the planet. It was really, really good. Really good. Highly recommend. Highly
Next time
recommend.
we're in town.
This weekend, we got to go to another wrestler event. Thanks again to Seesaw Photography and Jag Entertainment. This time we got to see Bret the Hitman Hart. And boy, oh boy, these guys are older than sin.
Could you tell the kid, take the fucking AirPod out for the picture?
Listen, he lives with the thing. He lives with it
just
in his ear.
For the picture. Just for the picture. Show some it's disrespectful to the wrestler. It's disrespectful.
I don't know if that's disrespectful to the wrestler.
It's definitely disrespectful.
Is it?
That sounds like an old curmudgeon.
Yeah, we got there at like.
Look, you don't think this guy's an old curmudgeon? Look at him.
He's without question. Oh, no. He is without question an old curmudgeon. There's no doubt about it. Super awesome, incredible person. But he's probably.
Did they have you set up in the back of a store or something? Where is this set up?
No, so the entire storefront reminds me a little bit of Mets Clubhouse and how open it is and how much glass there is on the front of the store. I mean, remember, this place it's in a mall, right? And like one of the busier malls in Florida. So it's just a wide open store with just memorabilia everywhere. And this is on one side kind of closer to where I guess the entrance to the stockroom would be, if you would.
Oh, okay. Wow. So
But,
that's the store itself in the background.
That's the store itself, but they don't use it as storefront. It's when they set stuff up like this, I guess it's more for inventory stuff. Yeah, but you signed. So Ryan's now got Bret the Hitman Hart, Goldberg, and Kurt Angle on his belt. It's becoming quite the banger.
Wow, that's quite a collection. Yes, that's quite a roster.
You should try to get Hulk Hogan's, man.
That would be a little tough right now, Nick. Good call though. I'll try.
Well, and if you're gonna get Hogan, you should try and get Owen Hart too.
Oh,
Well, yeah, he signed it in pink.
Oh, pink.
Chris
He does
Benoit.
sign it in pink.
I want some Chris Benoit.
Oh no, I'd rather get Rich
Crippler!
Smith's autograph.
hey.
I'd much rather get Rich Smith's autograph.
Eddie Guerrero.
Oh Jesus, China.
Yeah, we could go on. They die every day.
We'll go on for a while.
Every day there's a dead wrestler. We could do this all night.
And then earlier today, listen, I asked my
That's a
cousin
good
who was a mechanic. I said, "What's like who's got the best used car lot down here?" He was like, "Nobody. They all suck." I'm like, "All right." He's like, "You're better off going online and finding a car from like a little lady." So that's exactly what my wife did, and she found my son a car, a 2018 Ford shitbox for,
Ooh,
yeah,
shitbox.
exactly. It's only got 44,000 miles, 2 owners, but the car was completely immaculate, and it was hard to pass up. So
Duval, you the one.
yeah, it
No,
wasn't. It definitely was not Duval. That is a picture of the Ford shitbox, and look how happy he is. So happy.
Cock, Linda.
Oh, was that to me? Because it should have been. Not to Tyler. Poor Tyler.
It was
Poor
the
Tyler.
voice in his head.
No, he did say that the voice in his head is me. So
Oh.
win for me. Win for Dad. No, God, no, not like that.
Jesus.
And if he drives like you drive,
It's
Is he more cautious of a driver?
I have the
Yeah.
opportunity to reflect with my wife tonight, so I'm going to refrain what I was about to say. So
Vagina be too wet.
Yes,
100%. And here's how.
exactly.
I was gonna say Ryan's the wild card, man. I don't know that one. I think he'll be the
Ryan's
one.
going to be 150 miles an hour. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Tyler, I think, is going to be scared, cautious driver.
That's exactly how I would have thought.
Yeah.
Well, how old were you when you first got behind the wheel? Very first time you got behind the wheel and actually moved a car. How old were you?
14 or 15.
I was
Okay.
like, around that 12 or 13.
15? Yeah.
Jeff, let me move the car. Moved it
That's awesome.
20 feet in
Does
about a split second.
Does it count that me and my sister once were in my dad's Mercury just playing in the driveway and somehow we managed to shift it into neutral and it started going backwards in the driveway?
Oh, you
Like
did
I was-
Probably not. I think you actually had to
No,
have
you have
started
to.
the
and
engine.
the car has to be on.
Yeah, I
How about
would
16?
agree. That's
16.
disqualified.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Mine was about 12, 13 in that range.
Yeah.
So these kids nowadays, like Ryan doesn't even want to get his permit. I was like, yeah, you're 13. You don't, of course you say that now.
Yeah.
But because he's still got time to wait. But man, I was
No,
itching
I
to
wanted
get behind the wheel.
my permit at 13. I wanted my permit at 10. I wanted my permit at 8. Yeah.
100%.
That car is freedom. You
Oh,
want the kid to want his license? Here's what you do. Nah, have somebody else pick you up. I'm not driving.
Did you already start you get your license? Here's the grocery list. Here's go get the pizza. You're just the bitch now. You gotta go get all the food, all the things.
He is 100% going to be the bitch
Go
for sure.
pick up your brother.
Back and forth.
I mean,
Pick up the brother. Pick up your brother at
That
the
was-
Grove. Pick up your brother at the
as
whatever.
soon as I got it, I thought it was great, and then it was like the next day, it was like, go your brother, bring your brother here, go brother here. I was like, what the hell? This sucks. This is like never ending. And they're like, yeah, get used to it. I was like, fuck.
It's what you were doing to your parents for all those years. Just
I
didn't
know.
realize it until
I know.
you're
You
exactly
don't realize
right.
until you're the recipient's end. Got a little taste of it, but now I'm fully into it.
So tonight's episode gonna be a little bit different. We actually have a guest coming on in about 10 minutes. Jonny Lazarus of Daily Face Off Live will be joining the program, and we'll ridicule him for having a competitive podcast. It should be a lot of, no, I'm kidding, of course. Well, no, I'm not kidding. I'm half kidding. But it should be a lot of fun. He is, man, I was checking out
him and his stupid podcast with all their dumb listeners.
Right. And they're professional sports people. What do they know? What do they know?
Good camera angles.
That's
better
terrible.
lighting.
Wait.
Was he ever sponsored by Nestle Quick?
Oh, I don't think so. Or Coke Zero. Ah. And he also eats his cereal the right way. Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good question.
Terrific.
How do
At
you eat
least we're
cereal?
gonna have to. We'll find out. Of course. We think that wasn't one of the fucking.
I'm sure you've got
questions
a
on
speed
my
round.
list. Are
Sure,
you
you've got a
kidding
speed
me?
round all built in.
Oh, fuck out of here.
Oh.
What do you think about these people, buddy? So having that said, not to put you on the spot, but I'm gonna. Nick, you wanna open up a pack of cards?
What do you now?
Yeah, let's do that now.
Sure.
We need a good laugh before the guest comes
All right.
up.
Well, I got the
Tom, so Tom, you listened last week. You listened to last week's show.
Yeah.
You saw that it was all normal names. It was terrible. It was the worst pack ever.
It was a disaster.
It was a bunch of Mike Smiths.
There
So
was
I
a lot of easy names.
I hope like the guy who just got traded from the Icelanders to the Devils is on there.
Oh, yeah.
I still don't know what the fuck his last name is.
Siplikov. I know that one because I've only heard it 1,000 times.
That one's easy.
Easy one. All right.
It's a TP name. No one has a TP name.
I know.
It's to piss the look.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't compute in English.
Listen, if Butchie can figure it out, you can figure it out, man.
Well, listen. I mean, that's a professional.
If Ken Danico can say it, anybody could say it.
But
Sure.
someone told him how to say it. He had a speech therapist with him going, "This is how you say it."
Lots
How many
of
is that?
weeks.
Oh, so we have a
9?
lot more.
9?
Yeah, I got a
9?
Tom?
9.
Tom, welcome
Yeah,
back
but-
to the show. Pick a number between 1 and 9.
Oh, we're gonna go 5.
Go with pack number
Okay.
5, please.
All right, so we'll just do
From the
1,
top.
2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so this is, I guess we'll just later because this is like the comes with the box thing.
Ooh, no, yeah, that's special. That gets
That's special.
Yeah,
We'll do it
that's
later.
the last pack. Maybe.
And we'll save that for the end. I'm gonna have
Yeah.
to stare
Oh, yeah.
at these for the next few weeks, which is really fun.
only 3 months.
2 months.
2
We'll finish in March because there's 4 weeks and I'm not gonna get this. Bow, bow, bow. All right. Let's see what we got here. Oh man, it's gonna be some bad ones already. I can tell you right now.
Ah, yes.
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 All right, we got it. All right, we got Zach Orensky, which I know Zach, so that's no hard,
done. Well
not
done.
hard to pronounce. All right, let's
No.
go. Oh, Nick Jensen. Nah, that's an easy one.
It's way
I'm
too
getting
easy.
lucky.
Come
Getting
on,
lucky.
Nick.
Oh, Matty Berniers. I know Matty.
Okay.
Guys are Adam Henrique. Oh.
Oh, look at that.
Excellent.
Jumping
Yeah,
over the
it-
boards.
Screw
Mine's
Adam
blown every time I
Henrique.
find out
Where
he's
the
still
hell are
playing.
all of our teams here?
Fuck him.
Henrique gets over.
Oh, fighting man, Jeremy Swayman.
Oh.
Dude, that was a great
What
fight.
about
We'll
those
talk about it
Dukes?
later.
That
All
was
right,
a
so we
great
get
game.
Ooh,
Period.
special looking card.
Ooh.
Maurice.
It's like he's moving.
Cedar.
Oh, cider.
Cider. I'm so fucking bad at that.
Yeah.
Busted.
That was,
No,
that was bad. And
Bustle?
he's a normal guy.
Bustle. That looks cool.
Hus-
So, Kyle O'Connor. Oh, your favorite, dude.
Oh, you're sending that one to Tom.
This
Okay.
is.
Send that
Yeah.
one to
Well,
Tom, right?
listen, I have to semi-like him for the next 2 weeks.
I gotta
so.
say, this is getting
Yeah.
mailed to you, buddy. That's going on your wall.
Ah,
Oh,
son of a bitch.
fuck me. All right, E2 Lusterinen? I don't know. That one's
Listerine?
Yeah, that's pretty good. Listerine, that's pretty good.
That's
That's-
not
that's-
fresh.
you know what?
Fucking
That's close
roll,
enough,
boys.
Nick. Well done.
Devin Taves. I know that one.
Oh, you know that one.
I know that one.
Ooh.
Otherwise, he would have fucked that one up for sure.
Phil- yeah, probably. Philip Ronick. Ronick. Oh,
What?
Tyler Sagan. This is pretty easy.
Ah,
And I
it
got
really is. This is
Pavel
very disappointing.
Busnevich, which only Would have fucked that up if I hadn't.
Why are you
Buchnevich
booing
is correct.
Pavel Buchnevich?
I'm booing the fact that there was no hard names.
Oh.
No hard names.
Well, it sounded like
kinda-
you were booing Pavel
No.
Buchnevich. I was like, what the fuck are you
No,
ever
no,
doing
no,
to
no,
you?
no.
All right. Still, none
Nice
of our
job.
teams. None
Still,
of our
yeah,
teams.
no, that was a offer. Yeah,
It's
that
like-
was another
it's like-
offer.
We are like 3 packs in a row with nothing from our teams. I am.
Oh, I'm
I'm bummed out about that.
I'm good with that. I'm more pissed off about the names.
Eh.
It's very
It'll
upsetting.
come back. It'll come back to bite me. Don't worry. It's gonna be all at once.
I hope it's just one pack, just all
It's gonna be all of them. All the Russian players.
Czechoslovakian.
The guys we never hear of. Oh, I'm gonna be so screwed.
I can't wait.
a
Oh, I
little- a
can't
little-
wait.
A bonus Maxim Efenganov that you just
Yeah.
totally traipse all over.
Yeah, we mentioned the Jeremy Swayman in there and the goalie fight from the outdoor game last night, and kudos to everybody who braved the cold weather and watched that game outside in Tampa.
How cold is it
It
at the
was
game?
fucking freezing. I went outside a couple of times during the game to see how cold it was. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't go. I'm so happy,
Oof.
like the happiest I've ever been.
Ooh,
Well, that puck dropper
Yeah.
was 42 degrees, so it dropped
Yeah.
into the 30s.
Dropped to the 30s, and it was
That's,
about freezing. But you
My
say
outdoor
what you
game was
will,
a bit
but
colder than that.
oh,
yeah. Oh, and we'll get to your outdoor adventure. But you know, all the precautions that they did for the ice on the field with the tent.
The tent.
Hilarious how they just absolutely never needed it.
But even leading up to it, they didn't need it.
A
the 2
couple
weeks prior.
yes. Well, they didn't start laying the ice until probably a week and a half ago. They
Okay.
didn't start putting the ice down. So they 1000% needed it, but when practice came in, it was in the 40s. I thought they
Yeah,
would've
then they
had
could have just.
that top off. It was a cloudy day. Thought maybe they would have done it in the morning, but gotta keep on schedule. So
Do you know
in-
if there's anything else that's going on that ice now? Like sometimes when
no.
they do these things, they'll have an NCAA
teams.
game or something else.
Yeah, there's nothing really around here that supports any of that unless it's youth. Because college is non-existent over here with hockey teams, even
Yeah.
UCF or the University of
Right.
Tampa. They don't have anything. But maybe some house leagues that are around here or some kids tournament.
Juniors, some major
Advent,
juniors, yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Listen, Advent Health Ice Arena, the youth hockey league in Wesley Chapel, where I live, is bonkers.
Yeah.
It is. You go there any night of the week, even for like an open session of skating to drop off Ryan. There's not one open available parking spot. It is just it's book solid. And
People
even when I was
everywhere.
coming back from Toronto a couple of weeks ago, there was a couple of hockey teams coming down to play tournaments at that arena.
Okay.
So it was really, really interesting. So the youth hockey in Tampa is something to behold for sure. So hopefully that
Just
trend-
as they age up, yeah.
yeah, but I didn't hear of anything coming up for that ice after this. But yeah, that would be really cool if like one of the Florida teams in college had an outdoor event.
So our nephew plays for TCNJ, which is club level, and he's on the Division II team. If they had raised enough money, I think they had to get up to like $5,000. They could have gone and played the D2 club team at Penn State at Beaver Stadium.
Wait, so they would have only had to have paid $5,000 in order for the entire team to do that?
$5,000 would have been travel, hotel, and ice. Yeah.
Dude, I totally would have. All four of us would have put in that money for that experience. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd be all in for that for sure.
Yeah, but the club games ended up not being on the big ice because
that right?
of all the ice problems they were having. They ended up Oklahoma State was there playing the club game, and
Yeah.
they ended up they ended up going to the varsity rink at Pagula at their arena, but
Which
then
is
in
still,
the-
I guess that's still a big deal for the club team, right?
yeah.
It was only a little cold out there, right, Bill?
Yeah, it was from like 3 to like 14 degrees while we were out there. Yeah.
At least it was above
Wait,
zero.
it was 3 to 14. That's a big temperature gap.
That's a swing. Well, it's
Yeah,
that's
when
a big
the
swing.
sun went down. Yeah.
there for a couple hours.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That,
the
that's
coldest.
a good. That's
We were talking about the coldest we've ever been. Like, honestly, was that Isles Rangers game out at
MetLife.
at was that Yankee Stadium? It was
Oh,
Yankee
right,
Stadium.
Yankee Stadium, right.
yeah,
right.
Yankee Stadium. That was
Because that it was that night game. It was
Right.
awful. It was so cold, and I mean, we got hot chocolate just as warm up, and by the time we got back, it was already like
Chocolate
Yeah.
milk.
it was
Yeah.
barely warm by just walking from the concession back. You know?
Right.
But
The same
Nice and
thing.
cold.
That's the same thing we had. We got some nice chicken and pizza tenders and fries. They were
Yeah.
just cold by the time we were in our seat. Hot chocolate was just warmish. Yeah.
do what you can.
And then the
All right,
concession
well-
lines for beer. Holy shit.
the beer didn't. Well, it's alcohol, so I guess it wouldn't freeze. So in our green room and joining the program now is Jonny Lazarus. Johnny, welcome to the Friends and Rivals podcast.
What's up, fellas?
Whoa.
How you
up,
doing?
man?
Thanks for having
Hey.
me. Appreciate
Oh
it.
man,
Thanks for
Thanks
being
for
on.
coming.
This is the premier metropolitan hockey podcast.
All righty.
so you guys got the Tri-State podcast with your professional hockey players and your fans.
Just one, not plural.
Well, good with you too, and I'm surprised he's not on tonight. So you were on the original Metropolitan podcast. In fact,
There you go.
what was the original name of this podcast? Was it the Metro Podcast or something like that?
Yeah.
It's
And
something.
then we're like, that's just terrible.
Was it actually a different name?
Yeah, it was the Metro.
When did
Division
you
Podcast
guys
at
change
first.
it?
No, we thankfully we changed it before we started to the Friends and Rivals podcast.
Mhm.
So
100%.
I'm obviously the Ranger fan. Steve is the Devils fan. Bill is the Penguin fan, and Nick is he roots for that other team.
The best team we talked about.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't tell if that's the Flyers or the Islanders.
Oh,
that's the Islanders.
No,
No,
fuck the
Islanders.
Flyers.
Sorry. No,
Islanders.
that's our motto. It's fuck the Flyers. And
Fuck the
you
Flyers.
poor bastard, you had to talk all about the Flyers this morning on
Yeah.
your show, Morning Cup of Hockey.
Yeah. It seems like they have it worse than any of us, from what I can gather.
Yeah,
Great.
definitely.
Yeah.
I mean,
And I think that makes
those
us feel
fans, those fans have gone insane. Like, I feel like it's been really frustrating to be a Devils fan as of late, to be honest. Like Steve, just with,
Yeah.
it's funny. I actually saw an old clip I had today resurface from 2023 when I was like, to be honest, like as a Ranger fan, the Devils scare me. And someone replied, I think the Twitter name was like Mr. White or something. He replied saying losing to the Rangers was actually the worst thing that could have ever happened to the Devils because then all of a sudden everyone thought that, like, I actually remember like ESPN analysts and all these people were saying the Devils are like they were the cup pick in 2024, 25.
That year, the next year, yeah.
Insane. But that's also just like sometimes people let recency bias get way too in
Believe
their
the
heads.
the
Like,
hype. Yeah.
you win one playoff series in 10 years and all of a sudden you're a contender. That's not how it works,
Right.
But yeah,
Especially after they went down in flames to the Hurricanes.
yeah, that was rough. But yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. Is the Penguins still tied 1-1? Bill, is that the score right now with Ottawa?
No, it's two.
I-
Yeah, it
that's-
is.
Yeah. Unless I
It's 2-1.
we started unless I saw
No,
it
no,
was
it's
1-0,
1-1.
but yeah.
Mm.
1.
I have split screen going on. I was looking at the Caps and the Islanders score. Sorry about that.
I got that on right now too.
Yeah.
The
So,
bean pot, but-
So listen, you were up over the weekend up in calling the UMass Northeastern game last week. So you went to UMass, played hockey with UMass. What is that like going back there, man, and calling your hockey team that you played for? I'm sure there's a lot of passion involved, a lot of emotion involved.
It's awesome. It's a little weird for me. I only played there for 2 years and I transferred. So like it was when I first got the gig, my best friend from school, his name is Steve Trachtenberg, who's now with the San Diego Gulls in the AHL, but he was the hockey ops guy for the Minutemen. And they just kind of needed like a last second person to come do color commentary. And he asked me and I was like, well, I only played 30 games there. Like, am I really the right fit? But like, I've always just like said yes to opportunities. And, going back at first was a little weird just because, whenever you transfer from a school, like it's going to be a little awkward, right?
Right.
But I transferred just for playing opportunity. They told me I wasn't going to be an every night guy, my sophomore year, and I wanted more for myself as a player. So we kind of had like a mutual send off, I guess. And, I always stayed in touch with the program. I had so many friends from there and always rooted for them, like no matter how hard it was to move on. So going back, it was definitely a little weird, but now it's been great. And, I'm almost 10 years removed, which is crazy to think about, like how young I feel, but how old I am. But honestly, like it's super cool. Like this past weekend, I know the coaches super well, the trainers super well, like the SID super well. So I had my skates and my stick with me this weekend in Boston, and I like texted Coach Carvel and I was like, "Hey, do you mind if I just like hop on the ice after morning skate?" And he was like, "No skin off my back." So me and the captain Owen Murray just ripped around on the Mullen Center for like 40 minutes. It was such a cool experience, like just to
awesome.
have the whole arena to ourselves. Like it was awesome. So I'm super grateful that UMass has welcomed me back. Like it's the school that gave me a chance to play Division I. And even though it didn't work out for me as a player, it's working out for me as a broadcaster. So I'm super grateful for that.
I made all these guys feel old when I told them your birth year. So
yeah,
we're all old, man. Not another generation than you are, but man,
you want to feel old? I was talking to Cole Hudson earlier this week on BU, and I said, like, growing up, who was the guy for you when you thought of BU hockey? You know what he said? He said Clayton Keller.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And I was like, shit, that's who I played against. Like crazy. But 10 years ago, he's 9 years old.
And here I would have said Mike Greer.
Yeah. Yeah. Crazy.
But Bill this weekend was at the outdoor game with Penn State, and we were actually gonna get his review of it. So Bill, you want to give us your review of the Penn State game?
Yeah, we are
best school ever.
Best school ever.
His son just got accepted into Penn State.
Congratulations! That was my dream school. That place is awesome.
Oh yeah. He's super excited that he's going there next year, and he might try for the lower level club team. He hasn't decided yet.
What do you want to be, like a manager? Or you should be like a student manager or something.
Yeah,
I think
so
many students that work with the teams.
Yeah, and he's going in for journalism and he's definitely a focus on sports. So I think that sort of thing would be right up his alley. But
that's awesome.
Yeah, it was such a cool experience. Like I'm an old curmudgeon and I'm not real into the outdoor games. It was very cold. The view's not all that great from where we are in the stands and everything. Parking's a mess and this and that. But it was a cool opportunity to see possibly the next number 1 overall pick, Gavin McKenna, and just kind of get exposed to what he is doing there at Penn State. I guess he started out, from what I hear, a little bit slowly, but he really came on after the World Juniors. So getting to watch him, getting to watch him play 1.5 games, because we were there at the Friday night game also, which was a very nasty game. He got kicked out for a cross check. A few guys got kicked out of that game against Michigan State, and but it was a really cool hockey and school weekend. And my son was like over the moon with the experience.
Yeah. I think the outdoor game, no offense, Bill, the people who say like the viewing experience sucks, what do you expect? Like but that's the beauty of it. Like, and I've said this too, like, do people who go to actual NFL games go for the view? No, it's so much better from your couch. You're going for the experience. You're going for the energy, the vibe. Any outdoor game, like people that hate on it, once you go to one, especially, I guess maybe when it's not like super cold, but when you go to one that's like at least comfortable to be at, there's nothing better. Like having hockey in a football environment is so fun. Like the tailgating, I'm sure, was unbelievable. Was it not the best time?
It was really cool. No, and I will say, like, the energy was unlike anything I've ever been to at a hockey game, because like there were 74,575 in attendance in that game.
Insane.
Second
for college.
Largest college hockey. More people there than at the college football national championship game. Okay, granted, more capacity in Penn State Stadium, but still, the crowd was immense for a game, and the energy was really cool. So like, didn't see everything that great, but yeah, it was just like a different kind of experience.
That's awesome.
Johnny,
so
Johnny, what's your take on McKenna? Do you think if drafted 1, 2, or 3 he should leave Penn State? Or do you think maybe return to Penn State, bulk up a little bit more, get a little bit more experience, have another shot at a gold at the juniors, and then come out after a sophomore year?
I think it depends on the team that drafts him. Like every situation is different, right? Like, who can I think of right now that's just like desperate for talent? Like, the Calgary Flames, the Rangers for sure, but the Calgary Flames have like, they're kind of a disaster up front and they need something to be excited about. So in that sense, like, a Canadian kid getting drafted by Calgary, like obviously the Flames would want him there. But, I think, and again, like Matthew Schaefer is like a freak of nature. Like I said, Matthew Schaefer should play a year of college. Like to me, when you play college hockey, every coach tells you there's no rush. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Like Cale Makar could have jumped pro after his freshman year. He stayed for his sophomore year. He won the Hobie Baker. He got to jump into the NHL playoffs and he was a more confident version of himself. I always think if a player still doesn't feel like they're 100% ready for it, it does not hurt to do an extra year of college. That said, McKenna, like I think Bill said it, since World Juniors, he's like really hit the ground running. I think 14 points in his last like 7 games. And if he continues to dominate at the college level, then yeah, maybe he is ready. But if it is an organization, like let's say, someone who'd be like a random team outside the playoffs right now that could win the lottery and get McKenna, like, I don't know, maybe
St. Louis.
Let's say St. Louis. Yeah. St. Louis is a good example, right? Because they're a team that's again been like competitive, but not good enough since they won the cup. Granted, they won a cup not too long ago. So like they have that to lean on, but if you are the Blues, maybe you do give them that extra year, maybe they can just stay afloat for one more year and maybe get another good draft pick to kind of build with McKenna, and then you go from there. So it's all organizationally, or it's all situational on the organization. But if it were me giving a kid advice, I always say like the second year has never done anyone bad. So why not? Especially if Penn State doesn't win the national championship, that gives you the extra fuel to go back. So also Penn State's a fucking hard place to leave. I would not want to rush. I would not want to rush out of there. So I think it would benefit him in many ways to do the second year, but it's hard to pass down the NHL.
Yeah, I have never met an alum from Penn State who was like, "Oh man, I got to go back to the college this weekend."
They love it.
Like you never ever.
I didn't even go there, and I'm obsessed with it. Place is the best.
So, one of the things that sparked my attention with your X feed today was about the Miracle, the Boys of the 80s.
Oh, amazing!
So I'm we saw the movie obviously, but I'm a big of that HBO documentary on the Miracle on Ice, and I thought that was like the one, not only the best documentary sports, I think one of the best documentaries I've ever seen. So what's in the Netflix special that hasn't already been told?
You know what? I think this one felt more personal and felt more intimate. The HBO documentary felt like, I think I tweet like a traditional documentary, right? Like you're watching the story being told, but you're not getting the little tidbits of emotion from the guys and what they were dealing with maybe personally. Like one thing that really stood out was Jim Craig going deep into his relationship with his mom. Janicek, I forgot Janicek's first name, but you kind of hear his perspective on winning a national championship with Herb Brooks, then having to ride the bench the whole time in the Olympics. He's the only guy in the Olympics who didn't touch the ice. You hear a little bit from Ralph Cox about how hard it was for Herb Brooks to cut him because Herb Brooks was the last cut in 1960, which is, a part of the movie Miracle, but you hear from Ralph Cox himself.
His perspective. Yeah. That's even better.
And honestly, what was super cool was the footage they had of like the families. Like they had Jack O'Callahan's dad and like his reaction to winning. And like you hear about Mike Eruzioni's like 3 sets of cousins that lived in one house together, like 40 people in one house. And what was really cool to me was like watching the players watch it together. Like it was never before seen footage that they were seeing for the first time together.
Oh, wow.
And the quality of the footage was like literally incredible. Like it could have looked like it was shot today. Like it was incredible stuff that I had never seen before. So I think all in all, it was just more like, I think everyone gets chills when they watch the movie Miracle, when they watch the HBO documentary, but like I had a different sort of chills watching it this time. And maybe it's because the Olympics are coming up and,
Right around the
and that's
corner.
why. But yeah, it just felt way more like I learned more about the guys individually than I had when I watched the HBO documentary. Like that's how I felt.
Great. Now you made me want to.
Also, I'll actually say one more thing. One more thing that should not get overlooked. Herb Brooks' kids were in it, and they talked about Herb as a dad. And I think it might have been Dave Christian. I forgot which player, but one of the players actually has a letter that Herb wrote them in June of 1980 that had never been opened before, and he read the letter from Herb.
Wow.
Out loud, and it's like a letter that I'm not going to spoil it. It's like a letter that, like, Herb passed away 22 years ago. He has not been able to be a part of this story, and the guys kind of bond over the fact that they wish they could have heard Herb talk about, like, Herb let his hair down and talk about the experience so many years later, as just a guy and not like the hard ass coach he was. So it was like a very emotional experience that I think didn't really hit in the HBO version.
Awesome. Well,
yeah, highly recommend.
Definitely going into those deep stories is definitely something that I would definitely want to see for sure. So awesome. So we're gonna jump into our little ride the Metro section.
Okay,
and, this is where we talk about all the teams, and we go in descending order from their position in the standings, and the glory of the Rangers get to go first. And listen, this is probably Johnny, I've been watching the Rangers since 1990. And this is probably the most unwatchable Rangers team that I've ever watched, and they're not fun to watch. And it's like pulling teeth out there. So we got a roster freeze coming up in a couple of days. Runs from the 4th of February to the 22nd to coincide with the Olympic break. So our first bit of topic should be Artemi Panarin. On our little side text chat that we have about 4 weeks ago, I said, wouldn't it be amazing if Panarin went to San Jose to play with Macklin for the rest of the season? And I would sign up for that in an absolute heartbeat. But if I had my money, I have my money on him going to Detroit and signing the extension. They have the cap room; they can do it, and I think they have the assets to do it. So I know there's a lot of teams out there. What's your gut feeling about Artemi Panarin?
My gut feeling has been Tampa, and I know they're not really being reported in the mix. But that's the Quinn Hughes thing, right? Like Minnesota was not talked about at all, and they came out of nowhere. And while Detroit, sounds great, I think Marco Casper would be the guy the Rangers would want back, right? Like I've heard his name come up a ton. But with Tampa, it's like you got Kucherov, Vasilevsky, Hedman, Gensel, Point, like all these guys loaded with talent, right? And they're kind of on the back nine, right? Like Vasilevsky, they're all like pretty much north of 30. If you can get Panarin for 3 or 4 years, and obviously they'd have to move on from like a Bjorkstrand or Gord or someone to free up the money. And right now they're having a problem affording Darren Radish with the year he's having. Like Julian Breezeball has been so aggressive in years past. Like, why not go for Panarin? Just take one last run over these next 3-4 years. Like I said, I think it makes so much sense to me for them to go for him. But again, that hasn't really been reported. So that's just me kind of like spewing.
Listen, if he came down here, I live in Tampa, so that would be great for me. That would be great for me. I'd love that. I think to all of us, we had this debate on the show. Artemi Panarin is not only the greatest free agent signing in Rangers history, he may be the best free agent signing in NHL history. And moving on from a player like that and getting a return like that for him would be a really good to help this retool that we have going on. And why do they have to write letters? Why can't we just go on business as usual? Why do we have to do this? Why do we have to get ridiculed? Why do we have to get ridiculed for this? We did it already.
It was a year late too. They already traded Kakko. They traded Trouba. They traded Hito. Like, what the hell was the point of it? But you know what? What I will say, the good thing about the letter is that like it took all the emotion out of the season for me. Like I was still frustrated after losses, and I was like, oh, they could, if they could just stay 500 with Fox and Shesterkin out, like maybe they could still make the playoffs. After that letter came out, I was like, all right, I don't give a shit anymore. Like it doesn't matter. So that's like a good thing. Fans can kind of just like watch the game for what it is and not get too hyped up or too riled up or too emotional. It sucks, and no one wants to be in this position, but at least like this is the position you're in, and you don't have to sit there and ask questions anymore. So I guess that's kind of the one positive I'll take from it.
So a couple of questions, maybe directed toward Drury and Sullivan for kind of organizational things, but maybe team wise, Adam Fox. I don't know if he fits into what Drury and Sullivan want to do. And to me, they want a culture change in New York. They want the team to be a little bit more heavy to play against. They want to fit in that category that Florida fits into. And Adam Fox just doesn't fit that mold. So what do they do with a guy like Fox? Listen, Fox has the ultimate control in saying wherever he goes, but does Adam Fox kind of fit into Drury and Sullivan's plans moving forward?
I mean, they still need someone that's going to run the power play, right?
Agreed.
Like Florida, Florida's still got like Seth Jones. Like you still got guys who can play with skill. Like Barkov, obviously, otherworldly, but you can't just have a full team of guys who are running gun. I think you need a mix of skill in there. And that's also the thing with like the NHL, right? Like we talked about it when Vegas won. You want to get bigger guys in the blue line because that's what the Stanley Cup champion did. Now with Florida, you want to get guys who can dump the puck in more and win it back. That's what the Panthers did. I mean, Colorado won the Cup. Everyone was talking about getting faster. Like it's just you kind of want to mimic the team that recently won, and the game is constantly changing. But like the one thing that does stay constant is like the skill. Right? Like you need guys who have it. You can't just have a team full of no skill. And I think that's honestly where the Rangers are headed. So if they move on from Adam Fox, like who the hell are they going to have that's skilled in the back end? Like they're planning on moving on from Schneider. Gavrikov has no skill. Like he scored a couple goals this year. Great. But I don't love the way he plays with the puck. I love how he plays without it. Who else in the back end right now? Like
Borgen or
9 and Borgen. Yeah. Like all these guys, like you need puck moving defensemen, no matter how physical or whatever you want to call it. Like you still need guys that can break out the puck. And Adam Fox is one of the best at it in the NHL. Like I think people mix up Fox's quote unquote offensive defenseman because Adam Fox is not a guy who leads the rush. Like Quinn Hughes and Cale Makar and Heiskanen and Dahlin. These are guys who take the puck from their own end, skate it through the neutral zone, and like create offense by driving the zone and dishing it out and like making plays. Fox is the guy who makes the perfect first pass and doesn't overcomplicate things. Like he starts the offense, he doesn't lead it. And I think sometimes people misunderstand that in his game. Like he's not someone who will wow you with his skating, but every time he has the puck on his stick, he doesn't like overhandle it, right? He knows exactly when to move on from it, when to hold on to it, when to pass it. Maybe he should shoot more. But I think his IQ is like really just off the charts.
That intelligence, you can't put a price on that.
No.
So having said all of this now, do you, and you maybe take your professional hat off, put your fan hat on.
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe in Drury and Sullivan and what they're going to do and deliver a cup to us? Do you believe in them yet?
I mean, how can I say yes?
Like, I know. It's putting you on the spot.
Yeah. I don't think so, to be honest. But I do feel like, the way the Florida Panthers like kind of changed their team overnight, essentially, I feel like the Rangers can do that. I do think New York is a destination that people want to play in. But I also do think people want to go to a team that wins. So they're going to have to do something to shake things up here. And I know they've tried, but what they've done hasn't worked. And they're going to have to continue to toy with it and mess with it and try to get the right ingredients in their locker room. But it's not a team that I think has to tear it down for the studs. Like that's not what the New York Rangers are. So do I think this retool, rebuild, whatever you want to call it, will take 5 years? No, we just saw the last one take 2 or 3 years. I think that's what we'll see again with this one, but I don't know if that means they're going to win the Stanley Cup,
Yeah. And I don't think there's a Panarin out there that's going to save this franchise again, come in and be that number one free agent. But what I can see happening is all these assets that they're collecting and going to collect. I mean, what are the odds that Brady Tkachuk's in New York next year?
No, I don't think it's happening.
You don't think it's going to happen? You don't think that the Larry Brooks putting that into the air is going to happen?
No,
I think it's what Drury and Sullivan want to happen. but I don't think they're going to be able to get it.
Yeah, you know what? I've actually felt, everyone's gonna hate hearing this, but I've actually felt that Brady would go to Florida and join his brother.
Yeah, some of us thought Quinn was going to do that too, though. So
Yeah, but Quinn had no control over being traded.
GM fumbled that
True.
one big time.
Yeah. But like Brady Kachuk right now has a no move. Quinn didn't have that, so like
Right.
Quinn had no control on where he went. That's why the teams had all the leverage. But like Brady has all the leverage in the world right now, and I think he's only like 2 years left on his deal, so he'll be a free agent. I think Brady and no, maybe he's a year after Quinn, but Brady and like Matthews and McDavid, like I think they're all lining up to be
They're
free
all
agents the
coming
same
up,
year. Yeah.
When the cap goes up exponentially, and it's a smart
Mhm.
move on their part for sure to secure their futures for sure. So
Mhm.
Rangers got one more game in Carolina or at home against Carolina on Thursday. It should be a barn burner. Steve, how about the Devils?
Shit week for the Devils this week, so we're not really going to talk about it. We did move on from Palat, sent him over to the Islanders, so that freed up some space. The thought was to make a push and buy at the deadline, but I don't think that's going to happen. Would you agree? Probably
No,
not.
sir.
Probably not the right move.
They're
So
done.
that leads me down the line. And I don't know if this is politically incorrect, so please pardon me for saying it, but are the Devils too European? Are they too soft European?
Is that like a
Fischer,
hyper-
Bratt,
yeah.
Meyer, Siegenthaler, Markstrom. There's not a whole lot of North Americans on the team right now.
Maybe
Yeah,
just
I'd
two
say
Swiss.
Yeah.
I'd say
Not
Florida.
Finns.
Yeah, Florida's got like tons of Europeans, right? They got Barkov, Forsling, Luosterainen, Lindell. Who else they have? They got a ton.
So it's
The
not
Ra-
it's just
Bob
that they have the
Boston,
wrong
yeah.
Europeans. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, the wrong ones. The wrong ones.
So do you think it's time maybe to blow up the core a little bit?
At this point, why not? Right. But I will say too, like they're young. Like all those guys are under 30 years old. Like Nico.
They're under 30, but they're getting close to 30, especially Bratt and Heischer. Like they're 27, 28 now.
Mhm.
So the clock is ticking.
I agree.
Can't they retool? Like just like get rid of some guy, like move some guys around. It's not like
The Devils in their market call it a rebuild. They're
That's
not
what
they're not on the level of the Rangers to call it a retool.
That's what they've tried, though. They've tried that with bringing in Meyer. They tried that with bringing in Brown. Cody Glass has been a revelation this year, but if he's your offensive powerhouse, your team's not going far.
No.
So it's
certainly
just a
not.
lot of underperforming. When it comes to coaching, do you think a coach should be brought in to match the roster? Or do you think when the coach comes in, the GM should work and put together a roster that matches his style of coaching? Because that's what it seems right now is the team is young. The team should be fast and hard on the forecheck. But it seems like Keefe's system is very laid back and very passive.
I mean, listen, I think every coach, you should put a coach in a spot to succeed with the roster that he has to play with, right? That's why you see, Warsofsky in San Jose in a rebuild. You've seen, Blashill come in to a rebuilding Chicago team. Like there are rebuild coaches, there are coaches that are brought in to win. There's all these different kinds of coaches, right? There are first year coaches who you like have nothing to lose with, like in Pittsburgh, right? Like they hadn't made the playoffs in 3 straight years. Krause was on his way out. All right, we'll give a guy his first chance. Dan Muse, he's done a great job. But I would think ideally as a GM, you'd want to hire the guy that you feel will bring the best out of the guys that you have. So if Sheldon Keefe's not doing that, then you got to go find someone else. But I do think what Sheldon Keefe said, I think it was against the Islanders, maybe like after that brutal 9-0 game.
Yeah.
He said like the problem with our team was we thought we were good before we put the work in. Like when they went on that hot streak in the early parts of the year, they maybe got a little cocky and conceited, but it was the beginning of the season. It's a long 82, right? So, and again, like injuries totally derailed their season. Like when Jack got hurt, everything shifted. If Jack doesn't get hurt, who knows? But injuries happen to every team. You could say the same about the Rangers. The Rangers were healthy for 11 games. They had a full roster for 11 games. Like injuries derailed their season. But like You know, it's just it's so hard. Only one team wins every year, and I mean, it's if you're not keeping Sheldon Keefe, who do you think is going to be the guy to do it? Right? The roster's not going to change. Is someone else going to get this team to win the cup? Probably not. You know.
So, shifting gears to you, it looks like you played a year with the Rockets, and then you moved on to Wichita
Falls, yeah, in Texas.
Why such a drastic change? What was the legacy there?
So junior leagues, the EHL is just like a, I guess, lesser league than the North American League.
Okay.
So the North American League, I got like tendered there, so I signed there before like another team could draft me or whatever. I got cut from the USHL 2 years in a row. So I tried out for the Sioux Falls Stampede, which is where like Jeremy Swayman played. Who else played there? Who's this former Stampede guy? Dakota Joshua comes to mind. Kiefer Bellows comes to mind.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, the USHL is like the premier junior league in North America, right? So, or at least to go play college. Now it's all changed because the rules have changed. But yeah, I wanted to go play Division I, and I thought the North American League was the best place for me to do that. And I made the jump and moved away from home for 2 years, and then I got to go play Division I.
Interesting. Just last question, kind of on that same front. Rutgers University, Big Ten, but does not have a D1 college program.
Good club team, though, right? From what I've heard,
they've had a good club team in the past, and then it kind of tailed off, and now it's picking up again. What do you think it would take for them to go D1 money? Like, do you think they need a venue? Do you think they need a venue first?
I think so.
Well, I don't know where they play now, so I wouldn't. Is it
South Brunswick Arena?
Just a regular old rec rink, yeah.
Well, yeah. So I would think that would be a start, but you need the funding to do so, right? Like you need the money to back the rink. Like, I mean, the biggest part of Penn State was they had the funding and they built the rink.
Yeah.
That was part of the plan. Same with ASU. Same with all these programs that go Division I, but you need someone that's going to spend a lot of money to make a program. Like that's all it is. That's the bottom line. You need someone that's going to shell out a lot of cash to build a program. And
so can you talk to Rupp next time you guys have a show together? Just say Rupp looking for some money. And
you know what? He's actually he's from Cleveland, so and Ohio State already has a D1 team, but I can see him. He'd probably go make the University of Cincinnati D1 over Rutgers, I would think, But listen, I think Division I college hockey is expanding, and it's going to continue to expand, and that could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. Some people don't want college hockey to get watered down. Other people think spreading college hockey is a great thing for the game, which I believe so it is too. I also think the more popular college hockey gets, the more popular the sport gets. Like,
right.
I've used this analogy so many times, saying like, the reason why basketball and football to me are so popular is because all your buddies every Saturday are watching college football, they're watching college basketball, and when the draft comes around, they know the left tackle for South Carolina, where someone gets drafted out of college in the first round and they don't even know where the hell this kid played. Right. So, I think like where the hell is Medicine Hat, so I think the growth of college hockey is going to certainly make people, because if Penn State's a perfect example. One of my best friends from high school went to Penn State, not a big hockey fan. He watched the game Saturday. He texted me and asked me what I'm doing Saturday, because you got Gavin McKenna there, the number one prospect going to the draft. You got the 70,000 people, the big game, and people that went to Penn State have pride in it. So they want to watch. Yeah. So if you're getting these top prospects to go to Boston University, go to Northeastern, go to Harvard, whatever school it is, if you're an alumni from that school, you're going to tune in because
watch.
Yeah, you just care about your school. So, I'm a big proponent of growing college hockey equals growing the game of hockey.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Nick, you have to talk about the Icelanders now.
With Billy? Oh, am I behind Billy now?
Yes,
shit.
you are.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you are.
Right.
Yes, you are. Unlike
we haven't lost in quite a while.
Oopsie.
All right,
you
man,
played the Rangers last, all right? So calm down.
I know.
Both of you guys.
As Schaefer Damas predicted on draft day, as I get beat up by my son here.
Ladies and gentlemen, please say hello to our good friend, Mr. Paul Schaefer.
Isles swept the Rangers, reverse sweep from last year. Unbelievable. I just don't know what else to say about those games. The Rangers just, you guys watched, I think a few of you watched those games. They're just not really the same rivalry right now. It kind of sucks watching. Not really great. As much as it is a beat of winning, it's really a lot more fun when it's really competitive, when the Rangers and Isles are really going at it.
I agree. Even when the Rangers were good back in the day and the Islanders sucked, all those games were so competitive.
Well, they were beating the shit out of each other. They were fighting each other.
They don't like each other, and it'll happen.
Don't have that now.
It'll happen eventually. I can't. It can't be too sustainable, or they're just so friendly. We're making trades. I mean, this is kind of a weird scenario, to be honest. So obviously,
at least it's not Lou making the trades now. So you should be a little bit more happy.
I think it's a great time to be an Islander fan. I got two little nephews, and I'm having a hard time convincing them to be Ranger fans. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, with Schaefer just kind of becoming the face right now for the Isles, and
I love that kid.
Unbelievable kid. Unbelievable. Just so much fun to watch.
I said way too many nice things about him.
Yeah.
From the preseason into the regular season that I never want to say another nice thing about him.
Yeah. And we didn't see it happening. You know, we were talking obviously like a lot about him being, probably, maybe he would make the team, and then it became pretty obvious in the preseason. He was like, all right, he's gonna make the team, but how is it gonna look? And I was pretty nervous about it since he played 17 games last year, and now we're in the 50s games at this point, and about to the break, and kids still got the motor. It's unbelievable. Very happy about it. Obviously, changes the team completely. So the Isles and Rangers made a trade, which was Susie for a third, and then we turned that third around, throw it to Devils. I'm sorry, we sent Siplikov to the Devils.
Yeah,
and we ended up getting Palat the third and the sixth, and it turns out just really basically us trading Siplikov for Palat, Susie, and a sixth in the end. Which I know Steve, you're happy that getting Palat off the books is good, give some space, but he's looked pretty good with us. And same with Susie, they both scored in their first and second game.
Susie's going in the box right now.
He's in the box. I'm watching it.
He's going in the box right now.
Sitting there with Mayfield. 5-on-3 for a few.
That'll be a 2-man advantage for 10 seconds. Yeah,
it looks like
Al should win this game, but they blew a lot of opportunities in the first. So
they're going up against a Dartmouth boy in net for Washington, and Clay Stevenson, former Dartmouth guy.
Yeah.
I think it's like his third game or second game.
Unbelievable. So it's interesting. Obviously, Isles had a good week. They beat the Flyers early in the week. I can't remember if we talked about it. So I'm just going to bring it up anyway. But then lost a stinker to, was it Nashville the other night? And basically, they've been making moves and looking okay. I'm not sold. That I feel like this team is just we want to make the playoffs. Get the kids some experience. Obviously, Schaefer, Richie when he comes back. Really excited to see him back in the lineup after the break. But I feel like this team is, while maybe they have more moves to make, I don't see it being like a big piece for like a first, like a rental piece. They don't seem like they're going to be, in my view, real big contenders. But
they got the goaltender, Nick. They got the goaltender, man. How can you?
We got the goaltender, and anything can happen.
He might be the best goaltender in the East that could carry your team at least through a couple.
He's the best goalie in the league right now, I think.
Right now, I agree. He's been unbelievable, and it reminds me of the Rangers a couple years ago when not as talented at the time, but with Lundqvist and then Igor obviously now in the last few years, and they would steal games. Those kind of guys win new playoff series, and he could definitely do it. But I don't know. I'm not super sold on the team being a real contender, but I'm really excited to get them back in the playoffs. Obviously, that's just the main piece. But I'm interested. What's your opinion on the way that the Isles? I don't know if you've watched enough of Schaefer to see it, but
I watched the Islanders as much as I can.
Okay. So with Schaefer, I don't know if you noticed him kind of just really jumping into every play, and even when he's defensively, he moves up to the point. He is like almost a rotating guy. Like he's not even he's not playing a standard, position. He is all over the ice. Do you think it's good for his development to have the Isles kind of cater to his play style, or do you think it's kind of like maybe they're kind of teaching bad habits?
Well, I mean, what's the alternative? Like,
Yeah.
tell him not to play his game.
Yeah,
No, I think.
Yeah.
Listen, like you got to tell a kid that talented to do what got you here. And I think the best teams in the NHL play the way that Matthew Schaefer plays. Like you watch Colorado and they have 5 guys out there, all 5 guys are moving. It's not even like it's a position game. You got Cale McCarr below the offensive goal line. Even Sam Malinsky moves around a lot. Like to me, the hardest teams to defend are when like a winger rolls up the wall and the defensemen are crashing the net, and then you got 5 guys constantly moving. Like that confuses the shit out of a team playing defense. So with Schaefer, like, he's made their team do that. Like he is a big part of the reason why the Islanders are having the success they're having. So I think like to limit that would just hurt the team and hurt him. So what he's done has been, I've never seen anything like it. Like he's must watch TV. I watch the Islanders as much as I can.
Yeah. And maybe it's because the Isles been so structured in like a certain way. This defensively, they haven't really, I would say talent wise, they haven't been the best. They've gotten better obviously after, this off season, but we've been very stagnant, and it feels like, the last few years it's been difficult to see them getting past, into the playoffs with, so many guys on long deals and just kind of like, getting closer to later 30s. But man, it's what a turnaround. And I do hope the Rangers, even though I love to rag on them, I do hope they turn around and become contenders again, because
more fun for the rivalry.
It's only more fun for the
no
rivalry.
doubt.
Yeah.
So
No doubt about it. Bill, the Penguins just tied it up.
Oh yeah. Oh,
yeah,
good.
2-2.
Yeah, I mean, so the Penguins ended January with 6 wins in a row and points in 9 straight games. Now, you might argue that they haven't been playing the very best of the competition, but they got to play who they've put in front of them. They beat Edmonton in that time. They're pretty good, but yeah, other than that, not the greatest teams, but still, thoroughly just everything's clicking for them right now. The team is so much more right now than just Crosby and his line trying to keep them above water like it's been for most of the last few years. They've got 4 lines like legit scoring and pulling together. So it's been great to watch. Stu Skinner's been a really good goaltender for him. Better than what Jarry's been doing in Edmonton.
He's been unreal.
Yeah. So everything good there. Muse is doing a great job. They keep on coming up with great contributions from guys that I as a Penguins fan was not real excited to see people like Chinikov come to the team or Anthony Mantha or Justin Brazeau.
Mantha's been unreal. Mantha's been like the biggest surprise. Yeah.
The youngster Kindle, the 18-year-old, probably having the second best 18-year-old season out there to Schaefer in the NHL. So a lot of good things, and I guess they just tied it up against Ottawa, so maybe they'll keep it going. All good in Penguin land. I mean, that game against the Rangers was for a 1-goal game.
They let their foot off the gas. I'm not calling that a 1-goal game. I'm not calling that a 1-goal game.
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly. That was the most one-sided 1-goal game I think I remember
Ever.
seeing in quite some time.
Tom, I think you said that was the second game this season.
The second game this season where the game-winning goal was an empty net goal, and both of them were against the Rangers.
That's crazy.
It just tells you about the season they had.
Yeah,
I forgot who they played earlier on this season.
I think it was
but they came back
Washington. I think it was Washington.
Might have
I
been.
think Bradzinski scored like a late goal or something in Washington after an empty net goal. Something like that.
So,
Well, listen, since you found my X feed, I think it was the beginning of last year. You have been just everywhere. I don't see anybody work as much as you do for hockey and do what you do for hockey, not only collegiately but professionally. Having you on was a complete joy and a pleasure. Thank you for coming on. You have an open
Thank you very
anytime
much.
Thank you guys. Yeah,
Appreciate
thank you
it.
guys. I appreciate the time, and do me a favor and go watch that documentary on Netflix. All
for
right.
sure.
We most certainly
Yeah,
will.
for sure, definitely.
Thank you guys.
Great, Jonny Lazarus.
you.
Thanks, buddy. Take
Thanks,
care.
Bye.
Awesome guy.
Beyond
All right,
awesome.
They can have their tri-state podcast.
Yeah.
That's fine. Those professionals. God damn it. But we can't start over. Are you kidding me?
Jeez.
Come on, Bri.
You
Jesus
can't just say
Christ.
you can't say do-over? This isn't, 5th grade touch football on the side of somebody's house. Yeah, no, he is. He's got about 4 feet on you.
Perhaps more than that.
Oh, boy.
All right. What are we doing?
This is
Feel like-
the wrong bell.
He didn't prepare anything.
I'm not prepared.
I feel like that was
we're not doing nothing.
No, you preempt.
All right,
No.
good. Then let's
Yeah, let's move on.
no problem. Let's meet Beverly. We'll meet Beverly.
Let's do that. We should have left him on for this one, but he had to.
This would be really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I mean, this lady did this tape before 10 years before he was born. Maybe
Nick's about
maybe
to walk away
longer
from the
than that.
computer right now.
Exotic men, and I'll have this fantasy of a Greek man and an Italian man fighting over me, and the Italian man always wins.
Yeah, we do.
My name is Beverly, and I am here to find love. I have never been in love. I thought that I was in love with my first boyfriend, but he cheated on me and moved to Boston. And then I
it's even
fell in
worse.
love with my best friend who turned out to be gay. So fun.
I mean, could you imagine your ex turning gay because of you?
No.
Could you imagine?
That'd be the worst thing in the world.
Oh,
Ever happened.
God, that would be abysmal.
I would be
poor-
such a mess.
Poor Beverly.
Thinking about what a failure
Love
I
to
was.
ski. I'm a huge skier. I come from a long line of skiers. My mother was a skier. My grandmother was a skier. My great grandmother
We
was a
get it. It's a
skier.
long line.
Wait a
We
minute.
get it.
Wait a minute. This is like the 1980s. So were they skiing in the 1800s?
Yeah, it was how they survived. It was how they got away from the polar bear.
That's fantastic.
Date for me would be bumper cars. Just see how
Not skiing?
gentle he is, how dangerous
Damn.
he could get. I think you could really tell a lot about a man by how he plays driving a car. I do have
This camera work is insane. It's zooming in way too far.
Can we talk about how this is like bumper cars? Bumper cars. What the
Bumper cars
what-
is the best first date.
Is this-
What are you
I'll tell you
talking
what.
Is this literally 40 years old?
It is.
about? That's Nick.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
It's also kind of brilliant. Is he going to protect me or is he going to ram into me? It's kind of smart.
Look at
Ram
her.
me.
She wants you to
Ram
ram
me.
into her. Ram into her. Come on.
a bit of a temper. I first discovered I have a temper when I was little. My mother taught me this behavior because she had a terrible temper. She would unleash it. At first, I
Is there
admired it.
more?
And then
More?
I thought, oh no, I
What's your
have it
father?
too. Well, I love exotic men, and I'll have this fantasy.
What does she mean by exotic men?
European.
Greek and Italian are so
Devils.
exotic.
Devil's player.
Did she go to a Devils game?
Uncut. So how long do you think
Really
she
Swiss.
spent shopping for
Soft in the
eyeshadow
boards.
that would match the sweater exactly?
Yeah, I noticed that too. That was pretty
And
good.
I only noticed it because it zoomed in so much.
Well, I mean, did you get those sweaters at Caldor, or did you have to go to Alexander, or did they have Macy's back then?
That's a
Where you got a sweater like
that's a 2-guy sweater right there. You had to go to 2 guys.
Chess King.
How did she
Please.
not? If it's a green screen behind her, how did she not fade into the background?
Well, that's not the same green. It's got to be the same green. Well, maybe I don't. I can't tell you about her eyeshadow, but that green on her shirt is different.
Of a Greek man and an Italian man fighting over me, and the Italian man always wins.
Always.
My name
because
is
the guy
Beverly,
turned around to take it off the
and
boat.
I am here to find love. I have never been in love. I thought that I was in love with my first boyfriend,
When
but
are you?
he
This
cheated
is weird
on me.
to me too.
and
I think your first love is usually in high school.
It could be before that. Or do you not really understand anything?
Well, no. What I'm thinking, apparently, this is much later in life. If her first love ran off with her friend to Boston, who then eventually went gay. She look at that first comment. She deserves 2 husbands.
What are the comments?
The Greek and an Italian.
Oh, the strand of hair does look like a piece of fucking hay, too. I saw that as well. See,
It's
it
just
was a
a
good
rogue highlight.
What are these comments from, too? Like, how long ago?
120. They're from this year. This is from
What chat room were they in?
25 days ago. What was that? Who said the
We've
sweater?
turned people onto these videos.
Sweater is top tier.
It is.
And
that comment was from 87.
Not enough eyeshadow. Beverly and her temper.
Can we just go back to the temper part, please?
Moved to Boston
Where's
and
the
then skier by how he plays driving a car. I do have a bit of a temper.
Oh, she
I
does.
first discovered I have a temper when I was little. My mother taught me this behavior because she had a terrible temper. She would unleash it. At first, I admired it. And then I thought, oh no, I have it too.
You all right? I learned it by watching you.
Wow.
Listen, that was apt. That was good, Steve.
That was Beverly.
That was Beverly. She's a winner in my book.
Yeah. Ugh. All right, so listen, stay tuned to the Twix. Trade deadline is going to happen on Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I would anticipate multiple Ranger moves before that happens.
Really?
So Panarin's gone before that happens.
Before the
think
Olympics.
Panarin's gone before the Olympics. I have to. They sat him. They wouldn't have sat him unless they were working on stuff. So it's been a few days since they decided to sit him. There's no way. I mean, why would you do that to the guy? I mean, I guess
You're saying so. Then, do they have a game after Wednesday?
Thursday at home against Carolina.
So if he's not traded by Wednesday,
doesn't really matter.
Does he play? So does he play Thursday?
No, absolutely not.
You think he's played his last game as a Ranger?
Sadly, yes.
Yeah.
Sadly, yes.
For sure.
He will never play a game for the Rangers organization unless they trade for him again in years to come.
All right.
Which is sad.
So he's moving on. What team? What's everybody thinking?
Oh, I think it's Detroit. John thought it was Tampa. I thought they were a dark horse like Florida.
Did they get along in Chicago?
Vegas. He's going to Vegas.
Who?
Pittsburgh.
Kane.
Panarin. Everybody.
And
year.
Panarin?
Were they together? Wasn't he?
Yeah, they were.
But I'm saying, did they get along or was
so the 1 year that they played together, Panarin won the Calder and Kane won the Hart. That was the 1 year that they played together. And that's why they wanted Kane in New York so bad, was to play with Panarin again.
It didn't work out.
They are very, very good friends.
Okay.
And that's why he's going to Detroit, because you add DeBrincat to the mix, and now Kane's got both his boys. All he needs is Taves to come and play center, and he's a happy guy. Which, I mean, Detroit has probably the most cap space
they got plenty of
any
room.
team in the playoffs right now. And they can make whatever moves that they want for as much depth as they want. So if I was Yzerman, do it. Go do it. Go see what you can do. Go get Taves and put him at third line center for the Red Wings instead of the Jets.
Current cap space over $33 million.
It's insane, right? Absolutely insane.
And
How to get that cap space and be what, number 2 in the Atlantic? Or are they number 3?
Somewhere on here it listed the upcoming draft picks that they have, whether they've traded them away or not.
Yeah, they used to say that on
Yeah, I mean they've got all their picks except for this year's 4. They've got all their picks this year, and they've got all their picks next year except the second round.
Yeah, and they're second in the Atlantic, 4 points behind the Tampa Bay Lightning. That's 70 points, and Tampa's at 74. So, yeah. So why wouldn't you? I mean, who's their goaltender? John Gibson?
Yeah. Still,
all right,
with
so
that roster,
maybe they need a goaltender.
You get a defenseman like Dougie Hamilton. You get somebody else, maybe a more defensive.
Well, Hamilton, Taves, and Panarin are the moves that they make. That
would be great.
That would do it. That would do it. And they take all that cap space. That would be amazing. Love it.
What is our, let's do a little show prep on air. What is our plan for the next couple of weeks?
Oh, that's right. We're breaking for the Olympics.
Are we?
Well, next week is a regular. Should be in the regular week.
Next week would be a regular show because we still got games this week. Yeah.
Yeah. And then
I think we could break. Yeah, I think we could break. Unless you want to do shows, I'm up for doing shows. Whatever you guys want to do.
When's the Olympics start, though?
The opening ceremonies are this Friday.
Yeah.
Games start like next Tuesday, I think.
And the last gold medal is the 22nd, so the 23rd is the day we'd be back again.
Well, we might be able to just have regular shows then.
I think we just do it. I think we do Olympics. I think we do Olympic coverage.
Yeah. Why not?
Tight 45?
Yeah, tight 45.
That's impossible for you, but we'll do it anyway.
If there's any moves happening, then
we didn't seem to have a problem without you.
30, yeah, you had 2 people for 36 minutes.
We didn't have a problem without you. I say we just power through.
Sure.
And I can get a guest. I'm sure I don't know what he's doing, if he's going away or anything, but I can definitely get somebody on if we want to have a guest in the meantime.
That works.
We'll have plenty to talk about at the Olympics, if at least a little bit.
Yeah, definitely have stuff to bitch about for sure.
Got to talk about the, Canadians and the Americans, and then
we'll have to talk about Jack Hughes probably not playing these next 2 games for the Devils so that he could be healthy for Team USA next week.
Well, no, he said he wants to play. The goal is for him to come back at least one of the games before.
He ain't playing tomorrow.
Wow. There's a Blackhawks Sharks game on right now, by the way. And Bedard has the goal.
Bedard and Mac.
Bedard has the goal. So be very interesting. All right. Well, that's going to do it for us this week. It was a hell of a show. Thanks again to Jonny Lazarus for coming on to the program. Brian, of course, angrily she did. Of course she did.
Just like her mother before her, she did. Yeah.
Yes.
Got a shovel?
At friends_rivals is our X handle. Go there, follow us, do all that stuff. Find us on all the social medias and like us. Please.
Like us. Please like us.
Like us. Please. Well, say something, Woody.
Thanks, Jonny Lazarus, for joining us and bringing our podcast back from the dead. Oh, boy.
My friends and rivals. Flyers fuck, flyers fuck.
I think we got to get a new bit.
Good idea.
Flyers fuck, flyers fuck.
Maybe Billy should not be brought back from the dead.
Maybe we should leave him in Italy.
Wish he would have froze to death in Penn State.
Oh, God, can you imagine? He's still under the ice, and there's this big center ice. Oh, go around him.